What is going to happen is we have got a good support zone between the 320 to 300 levels. A stop loss of 398 is requested.
Okay. Kiran, thanks very much for views on that portfolio. Meanwhile, we have Ms. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw of Biocon giving out more details about their quarterly earnings. Let's share out what she says.
Has delivered a 40% year-on-year growth. Our research services business have delivered growth of 252 crores for the first half. And I think the most important announcement that I wish to make is GE Capital's investment in Syngene. GE Capital has taken a stake of 7.69% in Syngene, which really pegs the post-money valuation of Syngene at 1,625 crores. I think this was a very important decision on our part to take on the investment from GE Capital, which really is not just about a financial stake in Syngene, but I think GE Capital brings far more than just financial investment. GE is an organization that is known for its expertise and its cutting-edge expertise in life sciences. It has a number of very unique technology platforms. GE, of course, is a leader in biologics-based technologies. And all this, we believe, will enable Syngene to further differentiate itself in the very competitive research services business segment and be in a position, we believe, to offer enhanced value-added research services. So we believe that this is a very important inflection point in Syngene. As you well know, we have always been talking about taking Syngene to the market for an IPO, and this is something that now basically establishes a base valuation for Syngene before we go to the market. We have always believed that we did not want to avail of capital markets just to access capital, because this was not the intent of taking Syngene to the market, but it was more about unlocking value for Syngene. And we believe that this particular investment from GE Capital, which is a very high quality investment, we believe endorses the quality of Syngene services and the ability of Syngene to basically differentiate itself in the marketplace. And we believe that GE will be a very important investment partner with whom we can actually build enhanced and differentiated business research services from Syngene. So I think this is a very, very important event that has happened. It also provides us to clearly understand both Syngene and Biocon's valuations, which we have always maintained is undervalued. And I think this is a way of really unlocking value for both Syngene and Biocon.
Announced the phase 3 study of decision which has assessed the outcome. So what is the step forward now to go take this market? And are we able to finalize partners who've been talking about that for some time? Can you just give us an update?
Yeah. So, some other important highlights this quarter is the fact that we have completed a phase 3 multicentric clinical trial in Europe. And this is a global study, and we believe that the interim data are most encouraging because we have established a safety and efficacy profile for our biosimilar recombinant human insulin when compared with the innovator products. And we believe that this is a very important milestone for us, because it really now allows us to be more confident of seeking registration and marketing authorization, not just in Europe but many other markets globally. We need to wait for a 1 year immunogenicity data on these trials. So once that happens, I think we will be ready to file for marketing authorization. So certainly this is a very important outcome of our phase 3 clinical trials which we conducted on a little over 300 type 1 and type 2 diabetic patients in many European investigation sites.
Also, GE investing into Syngene, just wanted to understand in future if you're looking for raising more capital, would PE be the option with the kind of market condition that exists?
Well, you know, as I said, Biocon has enough cash in its balance sheet not to really look for more capital. I think this particular investment from GE Capital was, as I mentioned, to unlock the true inherent value of Syngene, as well as to really avail of what GE's technology platforms can offer Syngene in terms of its competitive differentiation. There were many suitors for Syngene. As you can imagine, many companies who wanted to invest in Syngene given its very interesting and robust growth momentum that it had. And as I mentioned, you know, why GE? Because GE brings more than just financial investment. It brings huge leading edge expertise in life sciences, and I believe that this was what really swung it in favor of GE Capital.
125 crore rupees from GE Capital into Syngene, and there we had Ms. Shaw giving out more details about why GE will continue the focus on Biocon, but after this short break on Market Check.